All right, good afternoon, everyone. It is a little bit after 1:30 p.m. on the 23rd of June 2021, and today I get to do a negative $339 recap. Not really the way I wanted to, finish up the day, but yeah, well, so let's go over it here. ENTX and GSK. So ENTX, first two trades I took on ENTX were the 500 shares, um, and it just wasn't working. So I was looking for the break. Here's this sort of breakup candle right here. I was like, okay, the break of this high right here will be the break of $7.24 will be an entry, and so it did work out. I entered, I think it was around $7.27 is where I got filled on the 500 shares, and then it just quickly tumbled. It went from 724 down to 687. I lost 37 cents per share. I tried to cap it at 20 cents loss, but 37 cents loss was where the loss went. So I was watching. I was like, okay, here we go. Here's the next, 1 minute high. Let's see, a break of this 1 minute, and I'll be able to enter, and this momentum trade will go up. And it didn't. It immediately fell down, and I lost 41 cents on that one. So I was in for the break of 707. So it's probably a little bit higher than 707. I don't remember exactly where the price was. And then, it dumped all the way down to wherever this. I lost 41 cents per share on 500 shares on that one. So, right there, the first, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes of the day, and I was down nearly $400. I was down 390, and so I was kind of like, okay, this thing is going to turn around. There's going to be momentum in it. Where's it going to be? And I initially marked off $7.07. That was the previous high that I was looking for a break of. And it broke and came back down, and I didn't enter at 707. But then I did enter at 724, and I had an order ready to go at 724. So when it broke 724, I hit buy. It came down, filled me on 500 shares, and went up. And hindsight being 2020, I know I should have gone heavier on this one. It's just that I should have taken more like 1,000 shares or so. However, that is somewhat like going on tilt and trying to make up losses. Um, the worst thing that you can do is try to win to make up for losses. It's like this really strange thing. Like if you're just trading good setups, then you win. If you're trading to make up for losses, then you're losing. So anyway, the next move I caught here, it went. I was in it like seven. I think it was in at about 7:30, maybe a little bit higher than 7:30. I don't remember, but it went into a circuit breaker halt. And then the next in 5 minutes, you can see here, this is the 942 candle. This is the 947 candle. And it ran up to as high as, let's see, the high here is 793. And I remember I let go of this one for 43 cents loss at $7.76, I think. $7.70. Yeah, I think it was $7.76. So that means 43.76. That means I was in at $7.33 on this candle right here. Yeah, $7.33. So on 500 shares, I made a little bit more than $200, and I clawed back a little bit of my losses from earlier. And so then this line right here. So this is a rather recent IPO. Let me go to the daily chart, and you can see where I got the next level. There are a lot of lines here. But you see this level right here at $7, and I think that's 87 cents. Yeah, 787. Let me go back to the 1 minute. It'll be easier to see there. Yeah, this $7.87 line, that is left over from a high that it made back on March 11th, 2021, a few months ago. And so I was watching that one. I was watching the price for a break of that. And I did a decent job of playing this one, actually. So I waited. It came down. Let's see, it broke, uh, tested, and went up. So in this candle right here, I entered into another 500 shares for the retest of 787. And I think I was in for $7, like $7.95. So I didn't catch it right at 787. I was in for $7.95. And so then I caught that one for a breakthrough $8. I didn't take it all the way up, of course. So I only got 21 cents per share on those 500 shares. And so I was sitting at basically negative $80 on the day. And I was like, well, okay, let's see if this thing, really has some mustard left in it. Let's see, how much further it can go. And I didn't do well on it. I lost another roughly 38 cents per share after, let's see, I think I attempted to go for the break. Fortunately, I wasn't in on this candle. That was a really nasty plummet. I wasn't, I was watching, but I wasn't in on it. And I was like, wow, I'm glad I'm not a part of that. I think I attempted to anticipate the break over 842 right here, and then 38 cents, yeah. And so then I wound up letting it go. I'm pretty sure I bought on this candle and then wound up letting it go on this candle right here, and just saying, okay, well, that's 3 losses. I have 1 win or 2 wins and 3 losses on ENTX, and after I lose 3 times on any given name, pretty much I don't want to say I give up on it, but I stopped trading it. And then I was still watching it, and then it put in this big breakdown candle right here, and I was like, okay, that's pretty much it. That's going to be pretty much the moves for this stock today after that big breakdown candle. Let me get all this stuff out of the way. Yeah, so after this big breakdown candle right here, I was like, that's, there usually isn't much upside left in a stock after in a momentum trade after it has the big breakdown. And just kind of looking at it, yeah, it's been trailing off for the rest of the day. Made a couple of attempts to get past this. So the bottom of this candle right here is at 755, if I remember. 755. And you can see here it came up and tried to get back into this candle area for price discovery, and popped into it there and didn't do it. I put an alarm on. I had an alarm on 755 because if it was going to continue higher today, if traders were going to continue trading this thing into higher prices today, it was going to have to break into 755 and hold it. And so it broke into that area and it couldn't hold it, and it's just fallen away ever since. So that was ENTX. All in all, looks like I'm down on that name alone. I was down somewhere around 200. Let's see. Let's just do the math. So on wrong button. ENTX. Where's my calculator? There it is. Oh, nope, not that one. Keep hitting the wrong button here. There we go. Let's bring this into the page. So, yeah, we'll just start. I'll start because it'll be easier to subtract. So 100.78 plus 4.20 plus 216.81 minus 205 0.02 minus 185.02. Then let's see, minus 2.66 minus 76.01 minus 39 even minus 75.28. Down $261 on that name today. That's unfortunate. Really could have been a much better day on that name. So I mean, I traded the setups correctly. This is, I guess, actually, really, the real break would have been right here at 739. 739 would have been the proper entry for the break, the morning break. And then perhaps 714, but that wouldn't have been a very good entry. 714, I mean, hindsight being 2020, would have been a better entry, but yeah, 739 looked like it was the magic number to really have a high degree of confidence in the trade. Okay, so then next up, GSK, God, the torture chamber. So my original levels on this, I was paying attention to ENTX. This is the 10-minute chart too. God, this thing's been just boring. All right. So 40.23 was the original price that I had, and I started entering at 40.12. So I had alarms on it. My alarms went off, and I was watching. I was kind of keeping an eye on it as well. Actually, first of all, let me go over. My original levels were 40.65 and 40.23, and so it opened. This is kind of a double-edged sword having these two levels right here. So it opened below 40.65, which means that number's off the table. That's no longer an entry to the long side. 40.23 was an entry to the long side, but since it opened below 40.65, that means that 40.65 would be resistance. So the most that I could anticipate getting on this trade would have been 45 cents, roughly, or 42 cents, roughly. So I was like, okay, well, let me wait for this thing. It went through my support level. I can get into this thing a little bit cheaper than my support level, and it looked like it was starting to curl up right here, right there, to make a recovery above 40.23, retest, and then move up to the resistance. And obviously, it just didn't do that. And so I've been hanging on to this trade now for, hours. And I've just been sitting here watching it. And so I did manage to cap a little bit of losses on GSK because so I got into 200 shares right here at $40.13, I believe it was. And then it came down and got into this Fibonacci level right here at 385. And I bought another 150 shares right down there at 385. And then it just hung on to that Fibonacci for like forever. And just a few minutes ago, I let this thing go right around 389. So I mean, I can't really say I capped losses on 3 cents gain. So kind of pretty stinky trade. Just hit this Fibonacci level and is just stuck to it like glue, practically. Let me get rid of all these. This chart gets really messy here too. So GlaxoSmithKline is a stock that I've had my eye on for a really long time for trades. Yeah, it's just a terrible mess, really. There's just really not much going on with it today either. So, I'm going to call it a day here. Go home, lick my wounds, on a negative $339 day. And I don't know, go do something more enjoyable than just watching lines on a screen. All right, everybody, good luck out there today. Keep your risk tight. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you at tomorrow morning's strategy session. I am out.